Hey Toy-Addict, this is Jody, and it is time once again for What Sold on eBay, this time for the month of March 2023. Right? Yeah, I think so. Okay friends, here we go. So just to reiterate, if you've watched my What Sold videos before, I don't pay up very much for things, $1 or less typically. If I paid more, I'll let you know. But also to me, it doesn't really matter what I paid for something because you're not going to find something for the same price. What really matters is how much something sells for and does it sell well. I had some good sales in March. A lot of bread and butter. Nothing too crazy. A lot of bread and butter. But, you know, it all brings in the money. So I guess we're going to start out here with a couple from April 1st, since you're getting a little sneak peek for April. This first one is a Time Life book. It's not the whole stack. I actually did a variation listing because I have a bunch of these books, but I didn't have the whole set. This is a crayon comb set. I bought a bunch of stuff from somebody off of Facebook Marketplace, and she had these sets. I thought they were cute, so I just kind of said, oh yeah, I'll buy those two for $1 each. And this was $10. These stickers were from, I'm acting like you know where I'm pointing. You don't know where I'm pointing. I'll use the cursor to point. Okay. These stickers are, this is a Sandy Line sticker sheet. If you've been following me for a while, you know that last summer I went to an incredible estate sale where I bought tons and tons of paper stuff, ephemera stuff, stickers, paper dolls, lots of fun stuff. And so I've got about, and this was all in fill-a-bag, so I've probably got about 3 or 4 cents into this. And this is not one of the 80s ones. This is actually from the 90s, so it's not nearly as desirable. And I sold that for $9. I took a lot of offers this month. This little sailor boy doll I got in an estate clean out, so I have roughly $1 or less into him, and he sold for $10. He has like a little composition face and then a cloth body. This is another thing I actually got from that estate clean out. Life for Wildlife Vintage Teachers Aid booklet from the U.S. Department of the Interior from the 1930s. This actually went along with a radio show that was played during the school day, so you would tune into the radio show and the classroom would listen to the radio show, and then the teachers' plans came out of this booklet where they would like extend the learning. So I thought it was interesting. To me, being a teacher, that was, you know, something cool to me. The next one is from, I put out a video really recently about a haul of Tammy doll stuff that I got, and this is one of those items, and this is a handmade Tammy doll dress that sold for $9. I got both of these Disney character fashions from an estate sale where their prices were absurdly high for dolls. They had a ton of really cool Barbies there, but I didn't buy, I might have bought 1 or 2 Barbies, but not in the boxes. My sister bought a few because she also sells. And, but I did buy these 2 outfits. I paid $10 each, and the same person bought both. They paid $28.50 for each one, then plus combined shipping. This is a little Kittles Lola Lucky Locket. She was $25. I went to a doll show recently, and I also have a video about that, and I paid $10 for her. So if I'm going to an estate sale, sometimes I pay up for things. If I'm going, and I do go to like doll shows and toy shows and vintage shows, because I know a lot of people think you can't find stuff to sell there at decent prices. And yeah, you might have to pay up, but there's still profit there. If I pay $10 for something and I sell it for $25, there's still some profit there. And this sold really quick, like 2 days. All right, again from that ephemera sale, these book plates I paid $1 each box for, and one sold for $15, one sold for $13. This is a Norman Rockwell art print of the Boy Scouts. I know some Scout stuff does well, so I picked it up. I believe I paid $1 for it, and it sold for $12, but I had it forever, like 2 years. These little Dreizen Old Dutch tiles, they're Delft, so it's like blue, and they're usually kind of like Dutch themes and stuff, windmills and boats and stuff like that. So I went back and forth with someone, and ultimately took an offer of $35 for these. I bought them at an estate sale for $4, so I thought, oh, okay, fine. This little circus elephant, I paid $1.50 for him at an estate sale, the same sale actually, and he sold for $10. This little bandana, I love to sell old bandanas. You can go on eBay and you can see tons of them sold for like 99 cents, $1, $2. And then you can also see tons of them sold for $10 or $15, the same ones. I usually shoot for $10 to $15 for just your run-of-the-mill old bandanas that are all cotton. And if there's something special about it, if it's exceptionally soft or worn or has a salvage edge or has advertising on it, then it can definitely go for more. I listed this one. This is a Portland Trail Blazers bandana from this 1976-77 championship season. That was our Portland Trail Blazers' last championship season. And I listed it for $25, and I took an offer of $23.50. I paid $1 for that. Let's see. Ohio Art Lookin' Pretty dressing room set of dolls. I didn't know what these dolls were, but this was at that same ephemera sale where they had tons of dolls, and it was fill a bag, so I just threw it in the bag, and that sold for $22. We've got a Scream mask here. This I knew wasn't going to be great, but Courtney from Bolo Buddies is always talking about all of her Scream masks that she finds. So I found this one at a vintage clothing store in a little town called St. Helens, Oregon, and it was $5. And I was like, nah, it didn't have the cowl hood and stuff, but it sold for $23.50. This next one is a print ad. I love to get old magazines, cut out the ads, and sell them individually. Typically I don't do it if the magazine is in really nice shape, but if the magazine has any damage, which old magazines almost always do, then I will go ahead and cut out the ads. This magazine I've probably sold 20 to 30 ads from, and this one sold for $7, and it's like, you know, 5 inches by 5 inches, so it's not real big. It wasn't the whole page. There were several other ads on the page that I've also sold. So Elko Motorboats is that one. And then again from the ephemera sale, $10 for some miscellaneous book plates. Again, that was in fill a bag. Same with these combs here. I just had a bunch of combs. I sold a bunch of them individually, ones I could recognize, figure out who they went with, and then some other ones I just lotted them up, and this lot sold for $9. I bought a plastic jar, like one of those big pretzel jars from Costco, you know, and that was all just jam-packed with doll combs. So I probably have, I don't know, 25-50 cents into these. This is a little lot of Lucy Van Pelt items from Snoopy that sold for $12. And this is a little candy container of Mickey Mouse, sold for $10. Here's another one of those ideal Tammy doll items. This is a set that called the underwear outfit. It came with the bras, the bra, the panties, the skirt, a hairbrush, and little sandals. That sold for $25. Now that Tammy haul that I have, and so if you haven't seen the video of that yet, I bought a Tammy case that was full of stuff, and I talked about how much everything is worth and how I identified it and all that. So go check that video out if you're at all interested in buying and selling Tammy stuff. But I bought the whole set for $25, and I've got several $100s of benefit from it already, and still have a bunch more to sell. This is another lot of dolls that I got from that ephemera sale that was in another one of those big pretzel jars. A bunch of tiny little dolls, and some of them, several of them I've sold individually, and the rest I kind of lotted up and put on an auction that did not sell. And another print ad from that same magazine, sold for $7.50. This is a rainbow Brite doll that I bought at a doll show recently. She was a 2002 doll. I thought she was a vintage one, but she wasn't. So she sold for $18, and I think I paid $10 for it. So I still made a little money back, but it wasn't the best buy. Also at that doll show, I bought several little doll booklets. These little Barbie and Smurfs booklets and stuff. And of course I love to use these for reference when I'm trying to figure out what kinds of things that I bought. So I scan them, I make videos of them. So there's a video of this that I put out, I think last week, and then I sell them off. So I paid $2 each for these, and this Glamour Gals one sold for $10. This was also part of an estate clean out I did quite a while ago. This little mini Mickey Mouse. It's called a puddle jumper. It's like a little pull toy that sold for $33. This is a little plaid scarf that I picked up in an estate sale or a garage sale for like a quarter, sold for $7.50. Strawberry shortcake apple dumpling doll sold for $10. At one estate sale, I bought a whole bag of little purses and shoes and stuff for like these 10.5-inch fashion dolls. I sold a bunch of it last month too, but here's another pair that sold for $10. This is a dress from a Mary makeup doll that sold for $10, and a Posen Pepper doll. This is Tammy's little sister. She sold for $35. Teeny little Pound Purry little plush from probably the 90s. Oh, 1995 it says. That sold for $8. Here's another one of Tammy's outfits, a skirt for $12. Another one of the stickers from that ephemera sale. If you see stickers, paper dolls, they're all from that sale. That sold for $7. Tammy ski set sold for $18. Tammy velvet pants sold for $11. A little miscellaneous lot of vintage tiny little dinosaurs sold for $13.50. Here's one little purse from that purse and shoe lot that sold for $5. A single sticker from the ephemera sale sold for $10. This is a Chrissy dress. These dresses are pretty bright orange, so they're so easy to spot. I've probably sold 20 of these now. So anytime I go to a sale, which I went to a doll sale recently and I just saw one of these dresses, grabbed it, $1. Usually sell them for about $15, $16, $17 depending on their condition. This one was very nice. It sold in one day for $16. Real Needs, a magazine of coordination by Charles A. Lindbergh from 1916. This sold for $25. I picked this up who knows where, but it had the Lindbergh name on it, so I thought it would be, you know, sell just like that. I've had it for a long time, like 10 years maybe, but it sold for 25 bucks, so there you go. Strawberry shortcake flavor swirl doll sold for $11. And here's some more stickers. 5 mods of baking that sold for $8. This is a coloring book I had in my teaching stuff, Adventures in Space, sold for $9. A Barbie sticker sheet for $5. I picked up this tiny little dollhouse miniature set at a doll sale that I went to recently for $1, and that sold for $18. Dollhouse miniatures can do really well, so, you know, don't just walk past them. Look them up. If they seem to be good quality or they seem to be something interesting, like, you know, this is like a little dresser set. You're going to find a lot of dressers. You're going to find a lot of beds, chairs, but specifically a dresser set, and this is like teeny tiny, so the pieces are just, that was an interesting thing, so I thought that would be a good find. This is a set of Old West Minor Prospector pewter pieces. If you've been watching these videos for a while, you've seen me sell probably 15 of these sets. I bought a bunch of these pieces at a garage sale kind of show thing, and I still have some more, but I'm almost out of them. I paid $8 for everything I got, and like I said, I've sold like 15 sets so far for $10 to $12 each. This next item I picked up at an estate sale. They had a bunch of Studebaker stuff at the sale. The sale was ending. We got there just a little while before they closed. We didn't have a ton of time to look through stuff, but I picked up a few things, and this was one of the things I picked up. It's production specifics for the Studebaker Avanti. It's a sample poster, so you would get this when you bought your car. It was part of like the book or something that came with the car, but this was like the production sample of this page that came in the book. And I paid $1 for it, $2 I think, and it sold for 23 bucks. I just thought it was kind of cool, you know, some of those things where maybe this is not the world's most popular car, but it's a production sample. It's an interesting thing, so I thought, you know, someone might be interested in it. I got a vintage Little Tikes dollhouse grandma, and she sold for $22.50. She came in a whole bunch of Little Tikes and Fisher Price and Play School dollhouse stuff that I got at an estate sale last summer. These two Barbies were in the fill-a-bag. These two little gals here, it's a Barbie thing, but they're tiny peekaboo petites, and they sold for $15 for the two. This was a good Barbie. I found her without any clothes for $1 at a doll sale, and my sister had the whole outfit. So I put the whole outfit together and sold her for $40. And I've had lots of like shoes and clothes and stuff that kind of completed some of her outfits that she's had recently, because I just keep, you know, we both kind of keep like bags of miscellaneous shoes, miscellaneous clothes, whatever. So we kind of just trade back and forth. Fisher Price Fun with Food flatware. This sold for $9. And vintage Imperial Formula Royal Command throat cream. I went to this estate sale last summer that had tons of makeup and health and beauty products, and I was just kind of filling my bag. So this is one of the things that went in the bag. It wasn't the best thing. I think I paid $2 for it, and I think I sold it for $13. And it's been several months, but you know, I made money off it, so there you go. Ideal Tammy single shoe, $10. Some Tommy Bahama socks. I picked up a few pair of these at an estate sale. I'd gotten a bunch of other stuff, and I saw them sitting there, and there was a few pair, and I was like, they're $1 a pair. Okay, I'll pick them up. So I think this was the last pair that I had, that I sold them for $9 a pair. Another Little Tikes jockey horse rider guy. He sold for $15. I like to pick up these little baby loveys when I find them cheap. And this one was a Halloween one, sold for $18. This is a Lucy and Me paper doll greeting card, sold for $7.50. And another one that sold for $8.50. These both sold to the same person. Estee Lauder detangling hair comb. Anything that's Clinique and Estee Lauder can be collectible, and for some reason these combs do really well. So I sold this for $13.50. A pair of Tammy doll shoes, both shoes together, sold for $16. I guess I should have separated these and sold them for $10 each, right? Since I sold that other single for $10. Here's another Tammy outfit skirt, the shoes and a hanger that sold for $23. Candy container that I got at the estate sale clean out, $13.75. Another Tammy outfit piece, a shirt with a hanger that sold for $12. These green shoes here, they're kind of large. They're for Magic Hair Chrissy and Tiffany Taylor dolls. They'll fit both. They're made for Tiffany Taylor, but they also fit the Magic Hair Chrissy dolls, and those sold for $20. Multnomah Falls Lodge dining room menu from the 1950s. This sold for $27.50. I love to sell old menus. I always look for old menus because they tend to do well. Vintage, not vintage, WWE Deluxe Aggression Randy Orton Series 10. This sold for $25. I bought this at an estate sale last summer for $5. Some more pieces of the Precious Places Magic Key Mansion. I bought the mansion a couple of years ago. It wasn't complete, so I decided I would part all the pieces out. I paid $30 for the whole mansion and several play sets, several of the dolls, and I brought in maybe $400 from it just over time. I knew it would take a while, be a long tail to part out the whole mansion, but I also knew that people would buy it because this specific dollhouse, all the pieces come apart really easily, and so they get lost. This is a Barbie My Scene, My Look accessories in box, and that sold for $12. This little guy is a Fisher-Price Donald Duck playing the xylophone 1938 wooden pull toy. Now, it in itself was cool. It was not in great condition. This toy, if it's in good condition, can sell for, $100 plus, but this one was, missing some paper, rusty, missing the ends of the xylophone, just kind of in general poor condition, and it sold for $35. I sold a sticker album. I still have a couple to list. This one sold for, I believe it was $185. This is again from that sticker and ephemera sale where everything was fill-a-bag. So I figure I had about $5 each into these giant sticker albums. And then here is a single Sandy Lion sticker sheet that sold for $130. I have a Kenner Darcy doll. She sold for $17. And here is the Tiffany Taylor doll with her skirt and bathing suit. I separated the shoes from her because this doll with the shoes on sells for about $25. Without sells for about $20. And then I sold the shoes for $16. So, right? Makes sense. These are Princess Diana and Prince Charles paper doll postcards from that same sale. They sold for $7.50. And this is a Disney Pocahontas bead So Pretty doll from 1995. She's an 18-inch tall doll, so it's about the same size as this Tiffany Taylor doll or like the supersized Barbie. She actually has the same body as a supersized Barbie. And I've sold so many of these, 10 plus of these. They're easy to spot, so whenever I find them, I pick them up and sell them. Now, she doesn't usually sell for $40. She usually sells for about $20, is usually what I get for them if they have the dress. This one actually came in the box. The box isn't great, but it came in the box and had all of the beads that go in her hair, and so that's why she went for $40. This was a single vending sticker from the 90s, #1 USA motorcycle vending sticker, sold for $7. And these vending stickers have in the past been pretty popular. They're not as popular as they used to be, but this, I only sold it for $7, but it did only sell in one day. So they're still pretty popular. Fashion doll lot of hangers. This is 15 hangers that could hold Tammy clothes or Barbie clothes or Miss Revlon, any of those little dolls. Sold for $10 and came in that Tammy stuff. This is a single pair of brown Barbie shoes that sold for $8. A Oscar de la Renta Barbie dress with cape that sold for $15. Here is a Richie outfit. Richie is a doll by Migo, who is just a groovy dude, and this outfit is called Fantastic Fringe. I paid $15 for this at an estate sale, and it sold for $60. And then over here we have a pin from the Canton Grill, which was a local to Portland Chinese restaurant that was open. It just closed, I believe it was last year. So if it opened in 1944, it was what, 78 years old? And so kind of local to you, ephemera, buttons, menus, sometimes matchbooks, stuff like that from restaurants and stuff can sell pretty well because, you know, it creates nostalgia for somebody. And I've sold several of these pins. Here's another one that I also sold. This one sold for $15, and I can't remember why. Maybe it was a little rusty on the back, I think. This is a Portland Forest Dragons mini football helmet from an Arena Football League team that was only around for 1 year. I like to watch Shed Flips, Lonnie and Candace. I think they're a lot of fun. And they've been selling a lot of helmets lately, and they bought some mini helmets. So I went to a garage sale and I saw this mini helmet for 50 cents, and I thought, I'm going to pick that up. Previously, I probably wouldn't have, but I did. And it sold in just a couple days for $25. So thank you, Lonnie and Candace. And this is a Unita Tiny Teen doll. She was in some poor condition. One of her arms had turned color. She had some hair issues. These dolls, if they're in good shape, can sell really well, but she went for $15. This little Playmobil guy I got from the Dollar Tree. I did a video opening and assembling a bunch of these, you know, series, whatever it was, series 11 several years ago, and then just listed them for sale, so he sold for $7.50. This little dress right here is from a doll called Tressie, and I picked this up at a doll sale for, I bought a bag with 2 dresses in it, this one and another one that I still can't figure out what it belongs to, but this dress, so I paid $5 for it because the other one is probably kind of a throwaway since I can't figure out who it belongs to, but I mean, I'll put it in a lot or something, but you know what I mean. So $33 for this dress, paid $5 for it. A postcard, love selling old postcards, usually buy them for 10 cents or less. This sold for $4.50. Another Tammy dress sold for $20. This is, again, from the ephemera sale, Choco Cat Sack-O stickers from Sanrio. That sold for $7. And then some more Tammy, $13 for these little red shoes that go for the sweater girl or model or Miss Plaid jumper set. Another Tammy outfit. This was a handmade outfit, sold for $10. At this doll sale that I went to, probably about a little more than a month ago, I guess now, they had a lot of Magic Addict dolls. And those dolls, specifically the dolls, don't really sell for that much, or not nearly as much as they were asking for them. But they had the outfits for $10 each, and so I bought several outfits, and I really wish I would have bought more of the outfits because they sold. All of the ones that I bought sold really quickly within the first 2 or 3 days that I listed them. And this one outfit here sold for $45. Fisher-Price Adventure People TV Action News reporter, Miss Carol here, sold for $17.50. Here's another Magic Addict outfit, $40. Another one for $45. Magic Addict Club Whitewater Rescue helmet, sold for $20. And the Whitewater Rescue outfit sold for $40. And the Whitewater Rescue cooler sold for $20. So the helmet, the outfit, and the cooler all together I paid $10 for and sold them for $20, $40, $80. So that was pretty good. This is a unique vintage rainbow Brite satin jacket. So you may have seen this on my Instagram. I picked this up at an outlet mall near me. They had one in my size and it was $50, which is not an amount I usually spend on stuff, but they also had two size small ones, so I bought both of those with the intention of selling those, and then mine would end up being free. So I sold one for $160. I still have one to sell, but already I've made the money back, so mine's free. That's the kind of thing that I like to do because, you know, you have the platform that you can resell things. And if you find something that's like nostalgic or novelty, and you can pick it up, you know, pick up an extra one, sell it off for double the price, and then you get your own for free. And I've gotten lots of clothes that way that I probably wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Wouldn't have let myself buy. Even if I could afford it, I still wouldn't let myself buy it probably. This next item is Betsy McCall paper dolls. These, again, were from that ephemera sale. $12 for 5 pages torn out of magazines. Some Christmas stickers, also from that sale, for $10. And some Easter stickers for $9. Here's another Magic Attic doll outfit, $40. A Monster High Draculaura doll that I have had in a box for so long. Why she never got listed, I don't know. But I listed her, and like an hour later she sold. I mean, I'm talking like years and years she's been in this box. This is a vintage rubber squeaky toy. It was a sailor outfit. I'm not sure if it was a dog or a bear, but I called him a sea captain. So he was super cute. He sold for $15. Lion King collectible figures on the card. I got a bunch of these for $1 a card. This one sold for $15. Some vinyl stickers, $6. More Tammy items, $10 for just these pair of little tiny dolly nylons. And these are some clone Tammy shoes that were in that lot that sold for $9. Here's another Lion King item that sold for $1. Most of them that I had, I bought like 5 packages, went to the same buyer. Yadro catalog. I bought a whole stack of Yadro catalogs a ways back for $1 each, and the best ones sold right away, but this was a pretty good one too. Pretty cool. Yadro used to sell for crazy money. Not so much anymore, but people still collect it and like the catalogs. This is another Lion King figure. Dr. Seuss cardboard poster. I have a bunch of them. Sold this one for $7. Fisher Price finger puppet. It's little woodsy squirrels from the 70s, 80s. I always pick these up when I see them. Of course, they're bread and butter, $10, $12. But I've sold tons and tons and tons of them. Here's another Tammy item. This is a book, Tammy and Dolls You Love to Dress by John Axe. I did not realize that this book would be worth so much. It was $44. And again, ephemera sale. I listed a bunch of paper dolls in the month of February, and the sales kind of trickled in February, March. Still have a few sets. This set of men's and boys pieces sold for $14. All right, Oregon State Parks brochure map from the 50s, sold for $6.50. This was another sticker from the ephemera sale, Killer Loop. It's a snowboard sticker, I guess. That sold for $10. 3 Little People, Fisher Price Little People cars from the airport, sold for $10. L'air du Temps, I don't know, Nina Ricci spray perfume, sold for $22, $23, something like that. You know, when I take offers, I'm usually only taking a couple dollars off. Every once in a while, I will, you know, do a deeper offer if things aren't selling or whatever, but typically it's $1, $2, something like that. Otherwise, I just say, sorry, I respectfully decline your offer. This is an R2-D2 clone Banth Rico Metal Robot Coin Bank. I bought this at a collector's show for $2, and he sold for $13. I thought he was cute. Some vintage Americard die-cut Valentines. These are paper doll pieces from those Valentines. It's kind of pieces and parts of different ones. And they sold for $9. This little Betsy Clark doll I bought at an estate sale for $4, and she sold for $30. And some Imperial Formula Moisture Pair Liquid Pro X Cream and Lotion. These are vintage items, 60s probably or 70s, that sold for $20. And usually, not usually, always, when I sell vintage health and beauty items, I have a disclaimer that I put on them that says, this health and beauty item is vintage. It is not meant for use, just for collectability. Because I know, and this is myself included, I have certain things that I like, and I will go and buy things that they stopped making years ago. And you really shouldn't use some of these really old things on your face, but I know that there's people that do. And so that's why I put that disclaimer and say, that's not what this is for. This is for collecting. It's not for still using. So eBay has some issues with selling health and beauty products that are older, but you know, they're collectible. They are collectible. So there are people out there who are collecting these items. So I think they should still be able to be sold as long as they understand it's not for use. This is a set of Sandy Lion Smile Maker stickers. These are usually the kind of stickers like this. They're in the square and they have the round sticker, and they like give you at the dentist or the doctor, you know. If you did a good job, well, the kids get them. We don't, adults don't get them anymore. Whatever. I think I should still get a sticker if I had to go to the stinking dentist. So this lot sold for $10. And I have another paper doll lot that sold for $10 also. Another postcard sold for $6. This is a paper doll book that sold for $12. And 1978 Imperial Toys Captain America hand puppet that sold for $30. A package of stickers that sold for $4.50. Some more paper dolls that sold for $12. And some Disney Store pins, Sebastian and Scuttle. And this sold for $11. I bought these new in package from the Disney Store quite a while ago, $2.97 for the set. This little F&B campfire girl, she sold for $25. I recently, just a few months ago, sold a couple of Girl Scouts of the F&B doll, and then I found this campfire girl one. I was like, ooh, I gotta buy her. Here's two more of those Lion King figures that sold for $15 each. This little roadway truck I found at Goodwill. I paid like $6 for it, and it sold for $20. It wasn't a real big score, but it flipped over pretty quick. Strawberry Shortcake Rockin' Berry Roll Lemon Meringue doll. This was from my personal collection. I've kind of thinned down the newer Strawberry Shortcake stuff, and so she sold for $30. And this little Baby Beans Little Miss Muffet doll came with this cute little spider. Oh my gosh, so cute. Bought this in a estate sale last summer. She sold for $17.50. Now some of this stuff that especially from last summer, I bought so much stuff last summer at like 3 different estate sales. I have like bins upon bins upon bins of stuff in my garage, and so this kind of has like sustained me throughout the winter, all of this stuff. And so even though I did buy it a long time ago, some of this stuff just recently got listed, so it hasn't been just sitting around for a long time. These Baby Beans dolls usually sell pretty quickly. These are some Dragonlance books. They sold for $12. Some advertising postcards sold for $10. And these are some teeny tiny little paper doll sets that I also got at that Fill-A-Bag sale. These sold for $10. This My Friend Mandy doll. She sold for $30. I believe I paid $4 for her. This is the Precious Places mansion, like the walls of the mansion. This was like the biggest piece, and I figured this would be the one that I'd be saddled with the longest. And I still have more pieces, but this did sell. It sold for like $13.50. Jack and Jill magazine, St. Patrick's edition, sold for $6. Cindy doll. It's called Active Cindy because she has a lot of not really articulation. She's kind of rubbery, so you can, kind of move her arms around and stuff. And as you can see in the picture there, and she sold for $27. These little Pac-Man Ghost Monsters candy tins were also out of my personal collection. They sold for $10. $9 for a set of 3M stickers from 1989. $13 for a bottle of number 4711 perfume that I got also at that health and beauty sale. This is 49 glitter temporary tattoos. You know what? I'm really not sure where I picked these up. Sold for $7. March 1st, I sold another one of those pewter sets for $10. I sold a Chrissy dress with underpants for $25. I sold a Little Kittles lovey-dovey doll for $23.50. And that's it for March. That was my big March haul. I don't think that I had... the Richie sold for $60. Maybe this My Friend Mandy doll, but I don't think I really had any like big scores in the month of March. It was just a whole lot of bread and butter. Just a whole lot of bread and butter. $44 for that Tammy book. Yeah, just nothing crazy. Nothing to like really... Oh, the Rainbow Brite jacket. That did sell for $160. So that was pretty good. But, these Magic Addicts were $45 or whatever. But, nothing that just blew your socks off, I don't think. Am I forgetting something? Maybe I am. Let me know down in the comments. Oh, sticker book. I did sell a sticker book, and I sold a sticker sheet. See, I forget about those because I've sold so many of those. That sale was so awesome. I don't think I'll ever find another estate sale like that. And if you watch my friend Noelle, Farm Girl Scavenger, she also went to that sale and bought incredible stuff at that sale too. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you do me a huge favor and next time you watch one of my videos, just watch one of the commercials, that would be awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.